How are you? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Saturday. I do have one of my brows on and then one of my brows are off. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a full face of Ofra Cosmetics, which I think is so beyond exciting. This video is also brought to you by Ofra Cosmetics, meaning like this video is sponsored by them, which I think is just beyond amazing. I feel honored. Cheers to that, let me tell you. I will of course have all the items that I'm going to be using linked down below in the description box. You can also use the code Liora, which is my first name, you guys know this, Liora, all in capitalized letters, and that will take 20% off your order. I believe it's 20%, yeah. So yeah, how cool is that? I don't know. Ugh. As I do my makeup, I figured I would share with you guys the story of how I met Ofra and like the team. So yeah, I think it should be fun. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm so nervous. I'm also in a new background right now. Who am I today? I have no idea. So I usually never do my brows on camera because it always takes 15 years. But a lot of you guys asked me to do it recently. So I'm like, okay, so I did one brow already. It looks like it's a bit much because this one's not done yet, but I promise you it'll all come together at the end. I also have bigger brows, I want to say. This is how my brows used to look in real life, like meaning like that's how hairy they were. And then I plucked them out at one point in my life and it was so disappointing because it never grew back the same. So for brows, I'm going to be using this. This is the semi-permanent eyebrow gel, and I have it in the shade Khaki. So pretty much a brow pomade, I want to say. It's very pigmented, like a little bit goes the longest way ever. I usually put a little bit on the lid, or a little bit just goes on the lid, and I'll use whatever's here and then wipe off the excess on like the lid. And then I'm gonna be using the Ofra Pro 18 brush, which comes with a spoolie on one side and then an angled brush on the other side. I love this. I've been using this a lot lately and it just makes everything so easy. First thing I like to do is brush up my brows. So yeah, these are my natural brows. It out to the best of my ability, I will fill it in. So I'll leave most of the product on the end there and then bring the rest to the front. I'm going to use a concealer to clean it up. This right here is in Dawn. It's the perfect shade for me. It has a doe foot applicator to it and it's pretty full coverage, I should say. It has a very like loose like texture. It's like their liquid lipstick formula but in a concealer form, which I think is just so cool. Next, I'm going to use these two products. So this right here is the Northern Lights Primer. This is geared for those who have lighter skin tones, but they have one that's geared for people who do have medium skin tones and then deeper skin tones as well. I love the packaging. It's really cool, pretty bougie. And then I'm going to use some of this RCK Red Carpet Color Illuminator. So this is for like the body, but I like to use it on my face a little bit too. They have this one which is universal, but they also have tan and deep. So I like to just mix those in together. Yum, this feels so good on the skin. So I would say that the primer on its own is very moisturizing. It does somewhat blur out the appearance of your fine lines, pores, all of that. I just like to add this RCK product on my face because it just gives it more of like a luminous finish, you know what I mean? This situation here has just been the monthly situation thing. It wasn't here 2 days ago, okay? It wasn't. For foundation, I'm gonna be using the Absolute Cover Foundation. And of course, everything is by Ofra. I'm gonna be using it in 0.5 and number 1. So I think the second to lightest and the third to the lightest shade. And then I'm gonna use their sponge, which is one that I've been using for quite some time now. I actually do really like it. Like, it has a good mush to it. Okay, let's get started with the Ofra story, right? Because you guys are probably like, what? How did you meet her? Okay, so let me tell you. So firstly, I'm gonna take 0.5. I'm gonna take a pump of that, and then I'm gonna take a little baby pump of 1. Like literally a baby dot. Okay, mix these in together. About 3 months ago, my siblings and I planned to take a trip to Florida. Like, we never did anything as a family, and we're like, you know, now is the time to shine. So our trip was supposed to be from a Thursday until Monday night. I wasn't able to make it from Thursday, so I had to postpone my trip and go Sunday morning till Monday night. So they were pretty much there from Thursday till Monday night. I was only there from Sunday morning till Monday night. So like almost 2-ish days. I wasn't even gonna go because I'm like, is it even worth it for the day? My brother's like, just come, like, we need you here. Like, it'll be more fun. And he's like, come on. Then you'll look back and be like, shoots, why didn't I ever go? And I'm like, you know what, he's right. So anyway, I went there for a day. Honestly, even for the day, it felt amazing just to kind of get out of my space and just, you know, be somewhere else. So basically I arrived, they picked me up from the airport, we're all chilling, vibing, living. What did we even do the first day? I think we went out to eat. And yeah, I was showing like where I was on my Instagram story and all of that. How gorgeous does this foundation look on my skin now? I love it. It has medium coverage, but it's very buildable. I'm gonna take a little bit more and of 0.5 and just put it in this gorgeous area right here. So as I was packing my little bag of stuff that I literally brought for a day, I received a message through Instagram from Shayna, who's in charge of the PR by Ofra, from Ofra, right? And she's like, hey, we heard that you're in Florida. We would love to have you over if you have time. I know that you're, you know, on vacation now, but if you can come over, that would be really cool. So like, first of all, my heart sank. Officially dropped. Then I was like, oh my gosh, sure. Like, I'm like, yeah, let me just see, because we're actually literally leaving today. And I'll have to see like what our schedule is like, because our flight was, I think, at 10 at night. So we did have some time. We planned to go to, what is it called, Windward Walls, and a few other places as well. So, okay, now I'm gonna go in with concealer. Let me zoom in a little. Yes, I told her, I'll let you know in a few. I just have to ask my brother because he was like in charge. Well, he is, he's much older than me and everything, but wait a second. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna put a little bit under the eye area like that. Here, you guys know it. So I go to my brother, I'm like, listen. There's this really huge brand who contacted me. They're located in Florida and they would love for me to come, you know, check out their lab and all of that. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the breakouts. Even though the foundation covered it well, I just need it to be flawless. Anyways, I explained to him like how big of a deal this is and all of that, and I'm like, can we please go? In my head, I'm like, if he's gonna say no, I'm taking an Uber because I need to go, you know? So he was actually really understanding and very sweet about it. He's like, sure, yeah, let's go. I'm like, wow, did not expect that. Like, I feel like when you expect like them to say no, they're like, yeah, but when you expect them to say yeah, they're like, no. So expect the opposite at all times. So I went back, I messaged Shayna. I'm like, I can probably be there around, I don't even know what I told her. I think I told her like 2 o'clock because it was like around 11. And then from where we were at to where the lab was, to where Ofra Cosmetics is, it took about 45 minutes. It was a 45-minute drive basically. So we get out, we get something to eat quickly, and then we're headed there, and I'm just like nervous, but kind of excited too. And I'm like, Liora, you got this, come on. Like, I don't know why I get so shy right away. So we basically arrived to the location. So I go in there with my sister. She was so excited actually. So we get in there and I'm actually waiting for Shayna. We're waiting for Shayna. And then I see Ofra, and I knew who Ofra was because I think I remember seeing her at an Ipsy event in the past. Like, I never really spoke to Ofra herself, but so when I saw her at the actual Ofra office, I was like, hey, you're Ofra, right? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, hi. And yeah, she's really, really cool. You know, when you can tell someone just a good, solid person, just nice, sweet, and just, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I feel like you can tell those things on people, and you can totally tell it on her. Okay, the next thing that I'm gonna do is cream contour. This is a skin sculpting wand in Sunset. So I guess you could use this for concealer and or cream contouring, depending on what your skin tone is, but I love this color. Look how pretty. Such a gorgeous, more of a cool toned shade. So I'm gonna put this usually where I contour. So then Shayna came and she gave me, my sister, these lab coats, which just felt kind of cool and pretty official. And she gave me, my sister, a tour of the whole Ofra Cosmetics lab. It was so cool to see how they make everything, especially the highlighters. You just want to like dig your face in there because it's like mushes. It's like soft. It's yum. Just seeing how everything is made in the lab was seriously one of the coolest experiences ever. I mean, those kind of things always speak to me. Like, I love knowing how things are made, but when it combines makeup as well, it's like the best of both worlds. So yeah, then Shayna gave my sister and I a goodie bag of product to try out. And we spoke a bit more. Then I spoke to Ofra and her daughters as well. And, you know, it was really cool. I don't know. It was amazing. It was like kind of a surreal moment because I was like standing there thinking like, I don't know what to even say, but it just kind of like, get in the zone, get with the flow, and it was really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much the story of how I met Ofra and the team, I should say. Next, I'm gonna go in with this little one. This is the banana powder, and this is just a small deluxe size. I got it in the mystery box. So nice, actually. I really love it. With this banana powder, I'm gonna set my entire face with it. It's a really nice, smooth powder. I do like it. For actual bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the Samantha March bronzer duo in River. So we get more of like a luminous bronzer here. I'm more of like a, you know, regular powder matte bronzer there. So basically, I keep thinking to myself, imagine, I'm just gonna focus it on the matte side, but basically I keep thinking to myself, imagine I would not have gone on this trip for like a day. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it just opened up my eyes. It made me realize that those little opportunities and chances that we have, we should just take, even though we second guess ourselves sometimes, or at least I know I do. Sometimes you just gotta jump into the water, you know? And I'm happy that I did that with this. This bronzer adds the perfect sun-kissed glow to my face, and I feel like in conjunction with that little wand, the one in Sunset, it's perfect because this has a little bit more of a cooler undertone to it. This one right here is slightly warmer. Looks good, right? For the eyes, I'm gonna go in with, well, I have two, look, everything is falling. So I have two palettes here. This one right here is in Sweet Dreams. It always reminds me of that song by La Bouche. Sweet dreams of a rhythm and dancing. So here's what the palette looks like on the inside. Beautiful, beautiful colors that you can wear on a day-to-day basis. Easy to blend out. We get pillow talk in here as well. So it's like a two-in-one situation. You can use it for the eyes and or face. Here you guys can see all of those swatched there. But then we also have this palette right here, which is called Galaxy, which I also love. And I feel like I kind of want to use this too. The highlighter that's included in here is in Neptune. I don't think that I own this in the full size, probably because it would be a bit too dark for me, but kind of cool that it's all included in there. A part of me is like, use the purple one, but then the other part of me is like, use the other one. Sometimes I wish you guys can just like instantly like answer me being like, no, use this, no, use that, you know? Okay, here you guys can see the swatches better. So we get, we have the Sweet Dreams here and then the Galaxy right there. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna use the Galaxy palette. I'm very excited about this one. So the first shade I'm gonna go in with is this one right here. And I believe this one right here is called Eclipse. It's like a really nice light lavender. I will leave the brushes I'm using linked down below, but you guys can see it picks up really, really nicely. I already set my lids, and with this I'm just gonna like buff it out in the crease. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is Stellar, which is this one right over here. How beautiful. It's a gorgeous matte, somewhat of a deep purple, I should say. And with that, I'm gonna go in with a smaller blending brush and build that up in the crease. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is Milky Way, which is this shade right over here, the deepest of the bunch. And with that one, I'm gonna put it in the outer V part area and then a little bit lower in the crease. That does have a little bit more of like a satiny finish, but it still works out really well in the crease. Like I don't feel like it emphasizes my lines. For the lower lash line, I'm pretty much just gonna mix these two shades, the two deepest shades, and kind of make that rounded effect like for the under eye area and connect it to the top part of the eye. Take a little bit of Orion, which is this really nice light satin finish. It's very pretty though. It's like boom, bam, baby. And then on top of that, I'm going to be taking a little bit of Neptune, which is one of the like highlighter shades, and that is like a grayish purple. Here, that's what it looks like right over there. I think paired together would look amazing. You don't have to use both together. I feel like this one would do a job, like it would do well on its own. But just to spice things up for the night, we're gonna go in with both of these. I feel like I can totally do like a halo eye right now. Should we just do that? Yeah, let's do that. Because I always do the same thing. I feel like the same kind of like eye look. So halo would be different. Let me just put a little bit of shadow on the inner part of the eye. I'm going in a little bit with Milky Way. All right, we're going in. I have a little bit of Orion on my finger. I'm gonna literally put it in the middle of my eye. And I feel like because there's a little bit of purple there, it's kind of coming across as more like a purple shade. So I'm gonna go all the way up to my crease with this. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of it on a brush. And just fix it up a teeny bit. I'm also gonna take a little bit of Neptune now and pop that baby on top. I feel like it just gives it more of like a glass type of finish. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take a little bit more of Neptune now. You guys know I love taking shadow on my finger and then wetting my finger. It's like a brush situation. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Ofra Makeup Fixer. Ooh, we got this, we got this. It's gonna give me more of like a silver foil effect, which I'm looking for. Next, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Ofra Cosmetics black liner. Here's what it looks like right over there. I'm gonna line my waterline with this. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with the Ofra Cosmetics HD Volumizing Mascara. I love the packaging, it's so cool. So this is a little bit more of like a wetter formula. Here's what the wand looks like. It is a rubber bristled wand, which I personally really prefer natural bristled wands. You guys know this. But because it's so small, it really gets up in there and it actually looks pretty nice. So you guys will see. You guys will be the judge of this.
Abouch. Here it is on YouTube Music.
Sweet dreams.
How amazing do my lashes look? It like literally coats them to like the ultimate coating. I need some essential water. For blushes, I want to share with you guys my two favorites. This one right here I love a bit more, but this is also really, really nice. They have these blushes in a palette. The pans are a bit smaller, but more than I feel like one would need. And there's so much variety in there. So I have that palette. I just don't know where I put it. So I need to clean up my life ASAP, but basically these are the two blushes that I have. This one right here, this corally color is in Mai Tai. I don't know what it is about this one, but I'm just obsessed. It is very light in tone, but you could build it up and it looks stunning on the skin, very fresh, very baby doll-like. I also have this one right here, which is in Cosmo. And this one right here has a little bit more like a luminous finish, also really gorgeous. It's like that magenta, pinky, purpley color, which I feel like would probably look better with this look. Are we doing that? Or are we not? Yes, I think we're gonna go in with Cosmo. This is so yummy. I love blush. I feel like it just adds that like touch of like color to the face, you know what I mean? Now onto highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter from Ofra. I feel like if I would ever collaborate with them, which would be the coolest thing ever, I would probably create a highlighter similar to this, maybe with a little bit more champagne. But this is my favorite Ofra highlighter ever. It's the Nikki Tutorials collab in glazed donuts. I have it in the full size, but I also have this one, which I purchased when it initially released, and this is glazed donut. So honestly, it was a dream come true when they came out with it, like in its singular form. My favorite ever. All of Ofra highlighters can be mixed and matched. They look amazing on the skin. They have a ton of different palettes to choose from, which I think would be amazing if you've never tried out any other highlighters. But anytime I wear this, I'm always getting questions like, hey, what do you have in your face? And I'm like, Ofra. Look, let me show you. I feel like this just amps up any look. I love it. Obsessed. Obsessed. I'm also gonna apply it on my brow bone. It's like a must for me. I can never skip this step. Let me set my face. I'm gonna use the mist by Ofra. This does have a pretty strong mist to it, like spray, so you wanna just put it a little bit further from your face. It smells so good. I have these really cute little printouts here that I want to speak to you guys about. One second. Shayna's gonna be like, why are you using that for your face? Yeah, I printed that out for you to color. I need to get one of those fans, you know? So basically, Shayna's so sweet. Before she sent out the package of goodies, she's like, what like cartoons do you like? I'm like, I love Tom and Jerry. So like, look how thoughtful. She prints this out for me, Tom and Jerry. And then I'm like, you know what? I really love the Trolls as well. Like, I don't know, I'm just obsessed with that movie. I have to watch the new one. She prints this out of Poppy, so cute. And then I also told her that I love Lizzie McGuire. If you were a kid that grew up in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, I don't remember. And this was our thing. Anyways, that's the cutest. I still have to buy markers and color that, but that's pretty much it for the look. Let's put on liquid lipsticks. I actually wanted to show you guys that I have a ton of the Ofra liquid lipsticks. These are liquid lipsticks that I purchased. This is part of like when they had the older packaging. Love it. Ofra redid their packaging a while ago, so their liquid lipsticks, yikes, don't look like this anymore. They look like this. You know what, let me coat my lips with this. And these are really yummy, very pigmented, and very comfortable. But I think I'm gonna go in with Havana Nights as well. This is like a really pretty red. So, I'm gonna blend it in. Let's see what we come up with. I'm gonna take a brush and just go like that. That's my new trick, by the way. I have a lot of these little hacks, so. And that's how you clean up that's how I clean up my lips. Actually, before we end off this look, I wanted to put on some of this Millie gloss. It's a really nice clarish gloss with a ton of glitters in there. It's so gorgeous. It was in collaboration with Samantha March. So with these like clear glosses, I already learned my lesson. You don't want to put it on like your lips and then dip that in there because it's going to change the color of the gloss. So I'll just put a little bit on my hand. And I'm going to apply this on my lips. I've just been on this like gloss kick for a while now, I should say. I like matte like lips, but I feel like I'm more into that gloss life. And I just feel like with this look, it really pairs well because it's more like a luminous type of dewy look. So that's pretty much it. This is what the entire face looks like. I'm loving how dewy the skin looks. I love the purple eyeshadow. It's just like screaming spring to me. I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget you could use my code Liora for a percentage off on Ofra Cosmetics site. Definitely let me know what products stood out to you the most in this video and like what you're like wanting. I would love to know that. Another thank you to Ofra Cosmetics for sponsoring this video. And yeah, I really, really appreciate it. I will see you guys in my next one. I'm looking forward to reading your comments down below, okay? All right, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.